Canva hyperlinks are not working for you, this is the video. In this video, I'm going to share how to add hyperlinks correctly and test them out. Also, your export settings, which is probably the most common reason why hyperlinks don't work. Common mistakes, privacy settings. This is something new that actually somebody commented on my previous video, Tari Hale, I hope I'm saying your name correctly, basically said that it's important that you share the file and make it public. I'm going to show you just in a moment. And also, just in case it's still not working, you can't figure out why the hyperlinks are not working on Canva, I have a workaround outside of Canva. Let's get started with how to add the hyperlinks correctly. I created this file, a little digital planner, but whether it's a digital planner or a PDF file that you need to hyperlink, it's going to work the same. Over here, you're going to see that this planner that I'm using, this template, has this part very big. I don't even know what this is, honestly. It was here when I found it. I can just delete it. But basically, sometimes even, some elements, the boxes are overlaying. So what you don't want is to have a station like this and to hyperlink calendar, because in case this top element is not below, you might have issues with hyperlinks. So what you need to do, ideally, you just have an empty space and then you can hyperlink the text you need on top of it. Now, this is also a bad example because there's a lot of text just in one space. What you want is each individual object separately. Don't just add hyperlinks to text. First of all, because it doesn't, it's not so user-friendly, but also because you will just avoid issues. You might not have issues, but sometimes you just do. What we do first is we're going to go here, click text, click add a text box, and then I just add the number I need. Then I'm going to make it bigger. Just if you don't see these arrows or you're having trouble picking it up, zoom in. So we zoom in. I hold Option key and it, drags it beautifully. So we have the first element. I'm gonna immediately create the second one by holding Option key and dragging it. And then I can just write 2. And let's create 3 as well. Okay, so we have 3, just enough for me to show you all the possible options. So let's say we want to link this to this page. I usually like to change the title, so it's page 01, page 02, and page 03. If you don't title them, it's going to just show add a page title, and it gets messy when you have more hyperlinks. Then we click on it, and then it either shows up here, or you have to click the 3 dots, and then you're going to find link. I link, and then I can choose if it's from the document. I can just choose this one. Choose link, done. Same with this, link. Either you can also use a shortcut. Choose second, done. Third, same thing, link, and see, done. Okay, now as you can see, we have a little underline. We don't like that. So we can remove it by selecting all of them and just going here. It doesn't mess with the hyperlink. What I sometimes like to do depends on the project, but I like to add spacing so that a person is not only having this space, but having a little bit more space to click on the link they need. Depends on where it's placed and so on. So we have 3. Now to separate, because these look very similar, this is January, but I'm going to make it easier for you. I'm going to add a little rectangle so you just can see that's different pages. So I created this rectangle. I'm going to add this one. Okay, it didn't help me. Anyways, this one, we're going to change the color, and another one over here. So we see which page is which. Maybe this color. Okay, so we have 3 pages that we hyperlinked. As soon as you hyperlink your first pages, what I would do is test to make sure that it's working so you don't do all this work for nothing. What we're going to do, go to Share, click See All, and then you go to Present. Present Full, Present, here. Now we can test it out. So I click on first, it works. Click on second, it works. Click on third, it works. Okay, done. The important part now is how to save the file. So you go to Share, you go to Download, and you click PDF Standard, and make sure nothing is checked. You could technically compress the PDF, but the most important part is that you don't check this. This has to be unchecked. Then you download, and that's it. It should work. Now, one of the possible reasons why it could be still not working, and this is the thing that was shared by Tori Hale, is that you're clicking Share, and then you choose only you can access the link. So make sure you choose anyone with the link can edit, and I'm sure it's even more important if you're actually hyperlinking not the text but something else. Now, the most common mistake is that people apply text effects, shadow, glow, lift, and so on linked text. So for example, here you would choose effects and you would do something like this or whatever you feel like. So this might make the link not work. The way you could work around this is do the text with your effects that you like, add the effects and so on. Download this as a JPEG. So you would go click, share, download, choose JPEG, download the page, and then upload it as an image, and then add the hyperlinks on top. This way, you will be able to add the hyperlinks. Now, how do you do that? Because then you already have the text. You can add a rectangle. So you go to Elements, and once you click, you find shapes, and you can just click on the shape. Or if you want to create this shape, you could also use a shortcut and just type letter R on your keyboard, and it appears. So you can do this as well, and you can make it the shape you want to add on your hyperlink. Just make sure you remove transparency. So you just can have this box, that's fine, and just same way link to the page you want. As you can see, it's really nice when the pages are different because you can just see it from here. But when the pages are similar, it's hard to see. That's why I like to title them. So you could just title it and hyperlink and done. That's it. So don't check the flattened PDF. Don't split long URLs. So especially if you're hyperlinking, let's say to this, make sure that when you're hyperlinking something, click hyperlink. Make sure your dots not separating the hyperlink in any way, shape, or form. Then be careful with very large projects. So here comes the issue. Even when you do everything right, sometimes I noticed with larger files, I also would not recommend to have more files than 200. Actually, Canva just only allows 200, I think, but that's very frustrating with digital planners because you definitely need more files. So the workaround is, if this is not working, download your file, download it as a JPEG. So you go here, JPEG, download all the slides, and then go to Keynote. So you go to Keynote, you create a slideshow. Once you create a slideshow, you will probably need to change the document size. So you would just go to Document and choose the custom slide size that you need. And then just upload the images with media. After that, you can add hyperlinks. So the way you add hyperlinks, and actually I prefer to add hyperlinks with Keynote because I know they're gonna work. That's the thing. So we're gonna right click and go to Add Link, Slide, and we can just choose next slide or slide number. I only have one, and just click Go to Slide. As you can see, an arrow appears, super easy. I could duplicate these, and then I could add another one. So again, I can add some kind of shape that I need. And so click shape, let's say this one, and let's add a hyperlink. It works the same way. You just add the hyperlink to the shape. So you go here, you go add link, slide, and you choose the one you need. So let's say we need number 4. Go to slide, that's it. So as you can see, once you have the hyperlink, it's really easy to see and very nice. If it's still not working, let me know in the comments your problem. I'll try my best to solve it for you. Thank you so much for watching and good luck with your project.